How's it going? Can you hear me? How's it going? Can you hear me? Oh, who do we got here? We got Michael Scale Model Garage. Welcome. And how? Split shot baits. Welcome. How the picture is. Cam is nice and clear. Okay, cool. Thank you. Can you hear me good? Yeah. Just sitting here having some fun. Anybody else working on anything right now? I'm just having a quick smoke before I get back to this. Numbers and other stuff here. I'll probably have to do some touch-up airbrushing here. Just taking decals and stuff that I printed and making my own design for Monster Energy car. Nice. Ooh, Dale Earnhardt. Firebird would be a nice one to do too. See a little more of what I'm doing, a little closer. Not that I'm doing much at the very moment, but I want to thank you guys for stopping in. The Earnhardts were always my favorite and always will be. I even made my own version of what if Dale Earnhardt Sr. drove a square body Nash truck. Turned out pretty cool. Taking the body, I cut the box off, cut the box shorter, mounted that permanently, made it a one-piece body. Build pretty much the entire top half of the cage. I'll bring it out and show it to you after. Come on, let go. That's, here we go. Come on, stop jumping around. Focus. It wants to focus. There we go. So yeah, that's what I've done so far. Doesn't look too bad. It's all airbrushed. I'm gonna put, haven't decided, I kind of want to use these monster ones, but I got to cut them real close because I printed them myself, so obviously they're, you know, it's all one sheet, right? But these colors, I'm not sure about these color. As you can tell here, they're slightly different colors. The medium green. I'm kind of leaning to this one here just because I need this big one and I don't have a big one in the other shade. So I only have the one big one, so if I need this one for the door and I only have the two. But I'm using the numbers and stuff like that, whereas on the other one, the other sheet that I printed out, I've got all, I don't know, it's my own car. Yeah, it might be buffering. I do use a satellite internet, and it is kind of somewhat raining here, so hopefully the internet works out good enough. But once I get some decals on here, and then I can hit it with a clear coat. This is just paint I had and mixed up, and automotive paint. The black is automotive, the dark green is automotive, the yellow and light green is Tamiya. Yeah, having an airbrush is nice. You can practice with it, you can do quite a bit with it. Obviously I had to shut my music off. You know, don't need any copyright stuff, but I know this isn't going to be a perfect match or anything else, but whatever. It's a car. I'm building it. I'm having fun. Isn't that the whole point of doing scale modeling as a hobby? Just having fun, doing what you want to do with it. For some reason this one here didn't print out completely black. It's more of a excuse me, like a blue black. This one's more of a blue black. I don't know why, but oh well. Nothing I can't handle. I haven't even tried putting these in water yet. Should probably test it first. I did clear coat over them with a decal setter. It's a Minwax satin finish clear coat. And see what's going on, see who's out and about. And it is what, 9 o'clock. Yeah, signal running 30 FPS weak right now. 6,000 kilobytes a second. Strong now. Yeah, it's not doing too bad, I guess. Could be worse. Satellite internet. Definitely don't want to use satellite internet for gaming. Yeah, that'll kind of sit something like that. Be too hard to try and mask that off and change out the colors, but I think it'll work. Am I in Canada? Yep, I am. Very east, well, not very east, but east side Canada. Not as far east as you could go in Canada, but I am quite far east. OBS having a hard time tonight? Okay, clear coat it and then paint over the areas. Yeah, I could. Most definitely. In Florida, so you'd be, are you the same time zone as me? Or are you Eastern time? I think Florida's Eastern time, is it not? Airbrushing over it is that this one here, or at least these decals anyways, so I'd have to try and mask very carefully around the black line, or it's either small white line on the outside of the black line, so I'd have to mask over the white and the black, which isn't too bad, but there is a lot of little jagged wavy lines, and so I might just suffer with the odd color out. Suppose I could probably try to hand paint it, which would be a lot easier than airbrushing. Did the yellow, change it to a lighter green like this. I did actually use yellow first, bright yellow, and then a dark green, and then I masked that all off and painted the black, and then I pulled the masking off. So it kind of started this way, I guess. I like the way it looks, so I don't really want to go back in and add yellow to the rips. Now my whole purpose for the three stripes was that if you look at the kind of thing, and that was the whole point of doing that, was that each point of the M is kind of a claw. The word monster in there. And the word monster is going to be kind of woven in, or kind of like that. And so the big monster M is going to be the actual M for the word monster. All right? And then the word energy is going to be kind of in there as well. I'll have to weave that one in. Kind of like so. Alright, so it'll kind of look something like that when it's done. So I got to kind of do all of this as everything is wet. And then this is kind of like that. I could put the number 1 on a slight angle, I guess. So that's what it'll look, both sides will do that. So I gotta cut all that stuff out. This is meant for the Kurt Busch car. I don't think I'll put his name on it. And I didn't want to use a Toyota, so. The kit I'm using is the, that's the car I'm using anyways. Kind of hard to see, but that's the kit I'm using to build this.
Maybe you've heard the term C.
Misty, wet day, I guess. Not completely rainy, but not much. Ended up coming up with this design for the paint job. And I kind of like. I'm not sure if anybody. It's nice chatting to people while you work. At least seem to get more done when you have somebody to chat with, or you know, you have people chatting. How far along are you with the Dale Jr. car? Halfway done, almost done. Have you started on the decals yet? There's two. At least thank you very much for stopping in for a quick sec. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in or the way out. Double check to see if you're subscribed. Thank you to all my subscribers, new ones and my old ones. Getting pretty close to 3,400 subscribers, so thank you very much. Okay, there's those. Let's see here. Yeah, I still need. Which one did I take? Each one of these is a difference. Does anybody here make their own decals or print their own? The picture is I don't have, you know, a very expensive printer that can print white or anything like that, but if I can do, there's something I'm printing that doesn't have white, I can use the clear. But I find with the clear, you really got to know what colors are going to be transparent on, like on the back side. They're not printed on white, they're printed on a clear film, right? So, and it's changed by the color of the paint that you're putting it on. So you always got to be aware of that. So whenever possible, it's always better to print on the white paper. Now, I don't know about anybody else. I've never used a laser printer, so I don't know if that would be any better than an inkjet printer, like most common printers I think are. I've heard some people say that the decals isn't as good as the inkjet ones.